Ah, the fifth type of awareness. You know. Conscious competence, level 2. It's like level 3 or stage 3, but in stage 3, you're learning the terms. You're slow, you're gaining momentum, but the vocabulary, the mindset, the skills, the process, you probably need a little coaching and reminding now and again. You might have a list you refer to constantly to make sure you get it right. That's okay. But when you get to level 5 or stage 5, well, now, somebody in here. Keep your humility intact, otherwise people aren't going to want to deal with you. But in stage 5, level 5 of awareness is you know, and you love to share the attitude, beliefs and values, the skills, the process, the language. You can make it happen. You can make it happen really far better than most because you are masterful. Key word here, masterful. In stage 3, knowing you know, language, mindset, skills, process, being open to coaching, and you measure things. And maybe it takes you, we'll say for a number, 10 hours to accomplish a certain thing in level 3, stage 3, type 3. But in the 5th one, maybe you do it in 6 hours, and you don't only just measure your time, but you measure precision, quality of output, cost of input, materials, you name it. It's all measurable. In stage 3, you don't want to do that yet. You just want to start to get it done. You have to pay attention to quality without a doubt. But in level 5, you measure and be measurable and be accountable even more than the first 4. Because now you're the leader of the pack intellectually, emotionally. You know how to do this. So, type 5 levels of awareness. You know the language. You have the mindset, beliefs, and values. You know the skills. You're looking for something new to make it even better, faster, cheaper, safer. You have the language you share with others. You can lift others up, point them in the right direction, and help them move forward. So, that's stage 5. Now, we have to be cautious because when you get to be this good, think hockey and Wayne Gretzky. Think Dr. Ben Carson, the famous neurosurgeon. Think Desmond Tutu, human rights activist. Jesse Jackson. These are people at the top, the peak of what they do. But be careful because, you see it with musicians and politicians and every other walk of life. I certainly saw it in sales where a few, when they got to 5 after a while, they started thinking they were special. And they stopped paying attention to the leading edge. So we're going to touch on that in the 6th type of awareness. Back to you soon. See you in the 6th section. So we've covered off level 1 or stage 1 of awareness, stage 2 of awareness, and stage 3 of awareness, and stage 4 of awareness where you didn't know you knew. Now stage 5. You know you know. You know process, mindset, skills, and tools. Outcomes. You can do it all and you can teach and share with others. So why is the 5th type of awareness, the 5th stage of awareness, vital? Here we're consciously competent. We know labels. We have awareness, skills, process, skills, strategies, key connections. We have the resources between our ears and in our life to make things happen. It's vital so we can build capacity for self, our business, our workplace, our community, our friends, our neighbors. We can make a difference by sharing information and building others up. At this stage, we have mastery. It's vital. It's important. It makes a significant difference. Welcome to the 6th type of awareness. This is where you have a blend of conscious competence, level 5, and then unconscious incompetence because you're not staying in touch, you're not staying engaged, you're not keeping up. In the 5th level, you pay attention to what's happening traditionally and you look for newer, faster, safer, cheaper, better quality ways to do things. But in the 6th level, because you're a happening gal or guy, it's just all behind you now. Don't you know who I am? Don't you know how good I am? Can you think of any musicians that have crashed and burned? They might not have talked and used these words, but they did crash and burn. Can you think some politicians that got egotistical and crashed and burned because they thought they were special? Pay attention that you don't let your ego run you off the road of success into the ditch. What a waste of your competence and your life. So in the sixth type of awareness, you could say that your confidence was over the top. Your confidence exceeded your competence. So competence is my skills and abilities to produce. But be careful you don't start to believe your own voices about how amazing you are, because you know, I'm a somebody. Don't you know who I am around here? Don't you know what I've done and can do? And whether it's in the workplace, the classroom, the home life, whatever, be very careful of the sixth type of awareness. When you've got some real genius there because you've passed level 5, but you stop paying attention, you're coasting. And if you're coasting, your core skills of competence are going downhill because you're not staying on top of what's making you the world-class person you were in level 5 or stage 5 or type 5. So that leaves me for the 7th level, and we're going to come to that. And that's where you're world-class. And we'll be back to you in a minute. See you in the 7th type of awareness. So, the 6th type of awareness, 6th level of awareness, we don't always all go there, but some of us do, and we have people crash and burn. We all know a famous athlete, a famous musician in every generation that achieves this, sadly, or in business or in healthcare. I can think of a healthcare professional who was world famous as a healthcare professional, got into politics, and his lack of competence shone brightly, sadly diminishing all his accomplishments in his healthcare profession. I can think of many sports professionals who in sports were amazing, but their personal life, because they thought they were so amazing and they were in their sports, they behaved badly in their personal life and they crashed and burned. So in the 6th level awareness, we're not paying enough attention. We're not in growth mode now. We're in the aren't I special mode, aren't I amazing mode, and that might be okay for a 3-year-old, but it's really not appropriate somewhere after that. So when you think you know, you've stopped learning, your ego's out of control, you're not paying enough attention, and you're going to find that others are backing away from you or disconnecting entirely. And when we lose that support, trouble's sure to follow. So pay attention, and how do you go forward from there? You reach the 7th type of awareness. That's what makes a major difference. Hello, this is the 7th type of awareness in 7 types of awareness. It's Michael Ballard, and let's wrap this up. In the 7th type of awareness, few of us achieve it, but it's well worth aiming for. I heard it said that somebody at this level reads at least 1 book a month on their subject of expertise. They attend events, live or online. They hang out with people like themselves, and they hang out with people, a lot of people who are better than them because they want to be the best, pardon me. But to be the best, there's homework. So like level 5 or stage 5 or number 5 of level awareness, they know the terms, they have the mindset, they're always seeking better. They're always seeking higher quality. Perhaps it's more speed with better quality. Perhaps it's less cost with more quality. Regardless, people in stage 7 level of awareness are masterful, world class. So to go back to my stage 5 when I mentioned it, think Wayne Gretzky in hockey. I don't go for the puck, I go for where the puck's going to be. Ooh. In sports, how many people can you think of that are remarkably skilled and gifted compared to the other people on their teams? There's a lot of them. So I mentioned Gretzky. Neurosurgery. Dr. Ben Carson, world famous neurosurgeon. He was doing things that other world famous hospitals and surgeons wouldn't touch, but he could do it. Desmond Tutu. Think of how he advocated for peace collaboration, human rights, and took on large, powerful people, and he stared them down with willpower and collaborative and cooperative efforts and the power of his spirit and prayer. Whoa, what a dynamo. It's a long list, but you get the picture that in the 7th type of awareness, the learning never ends. But it's not a chore for the most part anymore. It's because you want to reflect the best you can be out there from in here. So you're working on your competence with your confidence, and you're willing to learn, as I had to be humble, learn off a 12-year-old when I was 38, 39, because he was far smarter than me with laptop computers and desktop computers. So that's okay. So when you're in the 7th type of awareness, you're staying open to, what do I need to learn? Where can I learn it? How can I surround myself with people that are smarter and more accomplished than me? Maybe there's that old timer who still does it one way, but is so amazing that you go there to be refreshed on their way. Maybe there's that new kid on the block that's lightning fast, and people are going, can they last? Do they have the stamina? But you've still got things to ask, learn from them. And if you're in the middle of the pack age-wise, you got bookends on both ends to learn and absorb from. So 7 types of awareness. Not a character flaw to be in any of them, because we've all, as we age, been in each one of the 7. As an adult, though, as a youth, you got to ask yourself, or a senior, where am I on this issue? Is it mental health? Is it physical health? Is it work? Is it a job? Is it a relationship issue? Is it a financial issue? So, again, not right or wrong, good or bad, but where are you on the issue? Which one of them? I had a friend go bankrupt 3 times. It's like, no, smart, hardworking. We did 2 projects together. He was brilliant. But in the projects, he was not responsible for reaching out. He was the documentation guy. He was the planner. I was the executor. Well, when he went out on his own, he didn't bring in anybody to execute. So his plans were remarkable, world class. 7 out of level 7 on the documentation and but his execution, he was stuck in level 1. He didn't know he didn't know. And he was flabbergasted when things failed every time. But boy, if you needed a business plan developed, wow, he was remarkable. But unfortunately, he never brought in anybody to do execution. So, what are you good at? What are you comfortable at? If you're going to go through all 7 types of awareness, at some point, you're going to miss something because it's not who you naturally are. It's not a character flaw. It's not a moral weakness. Ask, put your hand up, ask for help. Got it? Good. So, level 1, you don't know, you don't know. Level 2, you know you don't know. It really sucks. It hurts those first 2 levels. Level 3, it's exciting. You're starting to learn things. Can be exhausting though, because you got to put in here a new mindset, beliefs and values, process, skills, perhaps safety. You got to do all that. You got to practice. Maybe you make up a dictionary of terms. Maybe you make up a 1 to 10 or a 1 to 100 on how to do something for process. But you do it, and you become consciously competent. It's exciting. Then you become unconsciously competent because, woohoo, it's now almost a habit. For those of us that drive, you ever get in the car, drive for 40 minutes, and you realize that as much as you were looking at the road and being safe, 40 minutes just disappeared because you were focused just doing one thing, driving. I know in 20 years with self-driving cars, that part will be irrelevant, but we'll change. So, level 4, you don't know. You know, you just do it as a habit. Level 5, you've gained a large amount of mastery. Probably you're in the top 10% of your career. You know you know. You know the terms, you have the mindset, you have the process, beliefs and values, the skills, you can name them all, the resources. They're in here. You know where to access what you don't have out there. Level 6, you think you know, you're not paying attention to what's new and learning. The day before retirement, it's probably okay to slip into this, but for the rest of your life, no. Be very cautious. And then of course, level 7, type 7 awareness. You know, but you're always seeking for something more. To be faster, cheaper, safer, etc. So, I'm Michael Ballard from Resiliency for Life. That was 7 types of awareness, and now, in the next section, we're going to talk about a major skill to help you practice the 7 types of awareness. See you there. So, types of awareness. From type 1, level 1, you don't know, you're unconsciously incompetent, to type 2, where you're consciously incompetent and you don't know, and you got to learn to make it better. Stage 3, where you know, but you're slow, you're learning skills and process and making it happen, and you're still learning though. Then stage 4, you just do it like it's breathing. You don't know, you're unconsciously competent. Wow, what a great zone to be in. So if we've managed to avoid living in stage 6 or level 6 type awareness, where we think we know, and we're a busybody know-it-all, and we've stopped learning because aren't I special? If we manage to avoid that in any major way, then the 7th type of awareness, you'll never know it all, is where we achieve world-class mastery. In level 5 or stage 5 or 3, we can be the best in the building, the best in the area, but maybe in the region, but in 7, we're going for world class. That's where mastery truly happens. So I ask you to reflect on, what about your learning journey? Where are you? What's the next steps? In the 7th type of awareness, 7th stage of awareness, we've got our ego under control. We've moved past being the best one in the building, possibly to the best one in the region or the province or the state, perhaps in the country. And so how do you become world class? You're not competing against others so much as competing against yourself, and you know it. You're only as good as yesterday, and that's good. And today, what's one more thing you could change or alter to be a little better to a lot better? How can you better serve your customers, your clients, your patients, your friends, your business, your community, your profession? Because it is possible to do one more thing, just one more thing. Here's the chance to be the difference maker that leaves a lifelong impression. You know, and you're willing to share and uplift others. I wish you well in your journey. Thanks for being here, and pay attention to one major skill that helps us be more aware. That's in the next section. So, 7 types of awareness. We just discussed them. There's been some review slides. Awesome. Now, let's talk about a key skill to help you through this, to watch your awareness. Let's take, for example, you're struggling with something and you don't know why. This skill is called the witness level, or the self-observer. Maybe it's a communications issue. Maybe you're a certain age, got a certain style, not good or bad, just it's you. And maybe that new person at work that's 17 years older or 14 years younger, you talk, but the words are sort of going over each other's heads. So in practicing the witness level or the observer level, it's about, how am I engaging with others? Is my rate of speed of my communications too fast, too slow? Am I too close? Am I too detached and distant? Regardless, practicing the witness level is, how am I doing? Do I feel safe and engaged with the other person? Or do I feel like they're doing this or I'm doing this? Are we missing trust? Developing our witness level is one of the most powerful skill sets we can have in any area of our life. So, witness level. I'll practice it with you right now. I'm standing here and I'm imagining you are exactly where my camera is. And we've just met for the first time. First things first with witness level. No judgment. Whether you got 17 facial tattoos that are traditional, funky, maybe you did time and there's 3 teardrops, you missed 3 family funerals, no judgment. Maybe you've got a minimum of clothing on to show me that you got it all going on. Great at the beach, but it doesn't work for me in the workplace. But that's my bias, my standards, my way of seeing things. So, as I connect, eyes, don't stare, just make contact, acknowledge, look away, make contact again, acknowledge, look away, and pay attention. Are they leaning in a little because you're engaging them? Or are they leaning back because you're too loud, too fast, too much of, not a character flaw, regardless of where you are, But practicing the witness level, self-observation, it's like 90% of what you're doing is this, and 10% is looking down. How am I doing with them? How am I doing with me? Am I being really defensive? Or am I being open and saying, hey, it's great to see you today. Love the collar shoes. Or in my case, if it's spring through the fall in Canada when it's warm out, those are funky sandals. And sandals, I have a very wonderful lady I know who has rainbow colored sandals. Those suckers just don't need batteries. They're bright, but they're really fun. They're really alive. So every time I see her, love the sandals. She goes, I know, thank you. It's just a cute acknowledgement, right? So, witness level. How do you feel? What are you thinking when you talk with others? If you show up and the first thing I do is judge you going, oh, is this the smarty pants with the PhD? Who do they think they know? They have only cracked a book. They've never worked in this business. Or reverse, you got the double masters and this one's only got a couple of certificates. Well, yeah, but how's it gonna help us? They barely got any education. Well, you're judging, and you're putting up all sorts of invisible, emotional, intellectual walls. So be careful, be cautious. It's good to understand where people are coming from for your sake and their sake, because you can help everybody accelerate up through the levels of awareness till you all get to 5. Maybe some of you want to go to 7, but be cautious about judgment. So, I'm Michael Ballard from Resiliency for Life, and I want to thank you for watching this program and taking the program. And pay attention to how you're paying attention to things and being in the witness level or self-observing pays dividends for you. I have found it been remarkable payments for me from others saying, Michael, why do I feel so connected with you? I just met you. I said, well, I try to be respectful. I try to be a little silly now and again. If you ever watch me on social media, you know I like to tell dad jokes. And dad jokes, of course, are notoriously boo, but they're fun. I want to make you smile. So, practicing the witness level, engaging, connecting with others in a manner that where we both feel safe, we both feel heard, and we both go away feeling a little richer for the process. So again, thank you very much. Michael Ballard, Resiliency for Life. This has been 7 types of awareness. Look forward to seeing you in one of the other programs soon. Bye-bye. So this skill, the witness level, the self-observer, is a world-class skill that takes time, energy, and practice. However, once you practice it and achieve it, it can make a remarkable difference on how others perceive you and how you engage with them, because they're going to know you're in the moment with them. They're going to know you're seeing them, hearing them, and feeling their words, and you'll become masterful at engaging with others and with yourself. It starts with you. It starts truly with you. Sensory, emotional, conceptual, the experience. Because when you pay attention as a self-observer and achieving the witness level, it is remarkable how others perceive you. They feel that you see them, hear them, and feel them in ways that nobody else does. You could then get commitments from them that nobody else can get. But you have to keep your word too. So pay attention to the witness level. It's your #1 job from where I stand to make sure that your awareness stays at the highest possible levels. This program was started based on 4 types of awareness from somewhere between 1290 and 1310 AD. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Drop by and take one of our other courses on resiliencyforlife.com. This is Michael Ballard from Resiliency for Life. Imagine yourself with more resiliency for life. Bye now.